Now within about 5 to 10 minutes I can get a general gauge on personality. I wasn't sizing you up, Julie, I promise, but the red shirt and red shoes, I'm filling you with that. So we're going to talk about some different ways that you can observe personality quite easily, and then how you can apply it in your communication style. The youngest of four kids, being the popular sanguine, my older 3 siblings, they would stitch me up. They realised early on, the little one, she's adorable. We've got to use that to our advantage. So they'd take me around the corner and they'd say, Julia, we need you to ask Dad for ice cream. If we ask, he'll say no. If you ask, he'll say yes. So me, in my little 2-3-year-old toddling, I would walk over to Daddy and I'd sit on Daddy's lap and I'd say, Daddy, are you in a good mood? And at that point, I could have asked him for a diamond ring and a pink pony and he would have said yes. So lined up, and I walked into this room around when this student was finishing year 12 and they were looking at putting their QTAC options in. And this is what I saw. Now each of those is a brochure and a course summary for the different, this was for law at each of those universities. The little post-it notes obviously summarise the university and have highlighted the course structure. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it from there, but right down the bottom was not only the OP cutoff for the last year, but also the ATAR rating to 2 decimal places, just in case anyone forgot. Our perfect melancholies will do things in the most orderly and precise way possible. I went out to dinner with my better half the other day, and of course he is a deep, perfect melancholy. And we sat at dinner, and he had already taken the spare napkins off the table and folded them and put them in his pocket because, well, that's just, you might need an extra spare napkin later, so he just wanted to be prepared, which is great for me because I ain't never going to remember a spare napkin. So he's always got them folded in his pocket. And we threw our used napkins on the table, and I thought to myself, there is a summary of personality right there. Yeah, any guesses on which side I'm on? Because in my popular sanguine mind, I just use the napkin and scrunch it and throw it away. And in his perfect melancholy mind, he needed to fold it to ensure that when he used the napkin, he wasn't putting a dirty part of the napkin back on his mouth. Would never occur to me to use a clean part of the napkin. That's why I'm always re-wiping tomato sauce on my face. This is the why in all of the decisions that our personalities make. Just as food and sleep and coffee are physical needs to us, we each have in our personality emotional needs. And those needs are the things that drive us in our decision making. In the same way that if I'm hungry, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that hunger satisfied. Emotionally, when I have those needs, if I'm hungry for those things, I'll do whatever it takes to have those needs satisfied. And understanding those emotional needs can help us to understand the decisions behind our students' actions. Realising too that as key people of influence, teachers, educators, mentors, part of our responsibility is teaching our students how to get those emotional needs met in a healthy, functional and sustainable way, and steering them away from getting those needs met in unhealthy ways. Now that emotional impact doesn't come from assignment writing and study cards. What it comes from is making a deep and abiding connection with the student. And I was thinking about this butterfly and doing a little bit of reading. And one of the things that I read was that when a butterfly grows out of the grub stage, moves through the caterpillar stage and gets to the end of the caterpillar, they will go looking for a support structure on which to make a connection. And once that connection is secured, and only once it's secured, will they then be able to undertake the process of metamorphosis to then become the butterfly that they were always supposed to be. And I thought, isn't that an interesting analogy for us as educators, to have that opportunity to be the support structure, to be able to make that connection and allow these young men to develop into the person that they were supposed to be. All different colours, all different patterns, but they need that support and that connection to be able to fulfil their later purpose.